it's me. Here's a quick makeup tutorial. This is gonna be my everyday look, so it'll be easy. Also, if you hear lip smacking, my dog is in the corner. But we're gonna start off with Pond's Cold Cream as a moisturizer. I like to moisturize and wash my face anytime I put makeup on. So we're just gonna put this all over our face, pretty much. Next, we're gonna use this e.l.f. primer. I didn't know that I needed this until I started using it. And I don't know if you've ever put on foundation and it like only sticks to your dead skin or your blackheads, but this like it kind of gets rid of that and it makes the foundation a lot smoother. The directions are on the back, so just put a pump on your fingers and that's all you need. So you just apply it to your whole face and then you just pat it in, and then after that give it 30 seconds to kind of dry, and then you're ready to put on your foundation. While it's drying, I'll show you the foundation that I use. This is e.l.f. Soft Glam. And I use the... I think I use Medium Fair for a shade. They have medium, cool, and warm. So I use medium. And I don't have a beauty blender because I don't feel like buying one. So I'm just going to put this on my little hand. And then here are some core places that I put the foundation on. And this is tried and true from my roommate, so I asked her. But you put it on the outsides of your mouth. And obviously it doesn't have to be perfect. You have the spaces underneath your nose, your under eyes. And then lastly, you want to do like a triangle on your forehead. And then if you have any extra, just kind of put it on your cheekbones. Once you have that, you can blend it with your big brush. I don't really know what it's called. I just call it my big brush. But also, you see me looking up because I'm looking at the mirror over there. But I just blend it into my skin until it looks all even. Now that we have that base, we're looking pale and ghostly. So we're going to go in with some blush. I got this for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree by the Planet Fitness in Worcester. So you don't need good products. I think it works pretty well, but it's a like jelly blush. I'm not gonna show you what it looks like because it kind of looks like nasty. It got like really messed up. It is no longer smooth and I don't know what happened, but we're gonna put it on our cheeks like up through here, and it might look crazy at first, but I understand oh, I just showed you. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Also, I understand hesitation for blush. I was also really hesitant too because I am a pink-faced girly naturally. However, it is needed once you put foundation on. So I used it on my cheekbones and on my nose, and I'm just gonna blend that in with my same brush. Okay, next we're gonna go for eyebrows. I use this e.l.f. brow pencil. I don't know in what shade. I just know that it's brown, but it comes with a brush on one side. So I just brush them normally like that. And then it comes with the pencil on the other side. So I use one side of brush, and then this side I'm going to fill in just like... Why is the exposure so high? Fill in just like around these areas. And I know this is naughty, but I like to use this brush and then kind of fill in freckles on my face that get covered up by the foundation. So I have all my freckles kind of drawn in. I just think that they're cute, so I like to add them in again. The next thing we're going to work on now is our nose and our eyes. For me, I like to use eyeshadow to contour my nose a little bit because I don't have like an actual contour or like a bronzer or anything. And on a tutorial where it was this redheaded woman, such as yourself, who was doing contour on her face, she kind of used like an ash, like a gray color, like a light gray color to contour everything. I use brown mixed with like a little bit of red, but if you want to do something like that, I would recommend like maybe a gray color with like maybe a peach or like a light brown. Just experiment. So I have my color loaded onto my brush, and pro tip, when you load your brush with eyeshadow, you want to tap it to get any excess powder off, because sometimes like powder gets just everywhere and you don't want that. So this makes sure that only powder is on your brush and where you want it to be. So I'm just gonna go on one side of my nose and then up into almost like my eyebrow area. It looks scary. Bear with me, please. And then we're gonna do that other side. Then we're gonna go kind of like a little bit under the tip of the nose and then over the ball of the nose. And then rub it in with our fingers a little bit. And now it looks a little crazy, right? Right. So, sorry, I'm eating yogurt too, by the way. So, I'm gonna use this foundation. And I should be using a concealer, but I'm using this because it's free and it's almost out. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, put it on the tip of my nose, and then on the bridge of my nose. This works with a lot of different nose types. I've seen so many different people do it, and it works pretty much every time. So this just makes you like have like cutie nose. I don't know. It makes you have like, I feel like it makes my face look boring. I don't know. It just looks cute, okay? Trust. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the same color that we've been using for this entire time and kind of go like around the eyebrow and then like the corner of the eye and kind of draw that out a little bit. And you can still go crazy, but because we can just do that with our finger. Okay, now that that's done, our nose is finished. Now let's work on our eyes. So we are going to get this little brush. It's not an angle brush, but it's pretty flat and rounded. And you can pretty much do any color that you want. I'm gonna go in here. I'm just gonna get like a, this palette is also nasty. Fuck off, I'm not adding that. I'm gonna use this like light brown color. It's like that. I'm gonna use that and go in the corner, start with a small circle, and then work my way out for a big circle. That's not very even, so I'm just gonna rub it with my finger. Same with the other side. Okay, now we're gonna get an angle brush, and it looks like this. I'm pretty sure you have one, but we are gonna load this with the darkest like brown that you have. And for me, that's not very dark. Also, you can mix colors with eyeshadow. You can just do that. That's a thing you can do. Okay, so once we have that, we're gonna kind of like slit our eyes and then, kind of go like close to the waterline, as close as possible. Just kind of bring that out a little bit. I make a wing with eyeshadow. And then we're gonna do that to the other side. If they don't look identical, that's fine. They're sisters, not twins. So, I know you have brown eyeliner. I have black. You're gonna do the same thing that I am gonna show you. For today, I low-key do not want to wear black eyeliner, so I'm just gonna go through the motions and tell you how to do it. Here, this is the tip, and then this is the smudger. You are just gonna go pull under your eye and then go along your waterline, and it kind of tickles, but that's okay. And then you're just gonna go along there, like even go up to this very corner, do your waterline, and then you're gonna want to lift your other eyelid up and then do your top eyelid on your waterline for eyeliner. This takes practice. It's scary at first, and then when you're done with like your actual waterlines, then you can go in the corner and then smudge that out and do like a little like wing, not like a big one, just a little bit, because the smudging is going to do all the work for the wing, and kind of smudge it out and make a wing like that. We are almost done with everything. All we have left is mascara and lips. So you're gonna want to get your eyelash curler, that's big and scary, and then put it on your eyelid, close. Ow, I pinched myself. You're gonna want to put it on your eyelid, close, and then kind of pulse it. Do you see how I'm pulsing it? Do you see how I'm doing that? Yeah. You're gonna want to pulse that for maybe like, I go for like 20 seconds. And then when that's all done, you let go. And your eyelash is curled. That's not all. We're going to use mascara. I like to use the Sky High brand by Maybellene. I've been using this for a long time and I find that it works quite well, so I don't change it. We are just gonna get close, and this takes a lot of like me being quiet. I'm so sorry. But we're gonna pretty much just get close and put it on. We have one side, we're gonna do the other. I like to do 2 layers on each eye. And then I also like to do my bottom lashes. And it depends on who you ask. They will either say like, ride or die, never do your bottom lashes. Or like, oh my god, always do your bottom lashes. I do it whenever I feel like it, and so should you. I will say that sometimes mascara, if you do on your bottom lashes, smudges in the corner of your eye. And I looked it up, and apparently that happens when it's like too oily or something. I don't know. But I would just be aware of that if you do have it on the bottom lashes. I don't really know how to fix that because it still happens to me, but boom. Okay. So I'm gonna let that first layer like kind of, man, I don't know. I'm gonna go back in and curl it lightly this time. I'm not gonna go as hard because I don't want to like clump the mascara. Then I'm gonna go over that again. And then now I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. And there's really no like method that I use for this. I just make sure that I get all of them because sometimes I miss a couple and it doesn't look that good. So I just want to make sure that I have them all. Okay, next side. I will say an entire like makeup look like this probably takes me about 20 minutes every morning, and that's like really not a lot of time. That's like 4 songs. So, and it's worth it just to have it on all day. Also, I forgot to mention earlier about eyeshadow. You don't need an awesome palette. You can just have whatever eyeshadow that you have. I'm literally using a palette that I got from Hot Topic like my junior year of high school. So yeah, it really doesn't need to be something that's like too good. So now we have that. We have pretty much only a couple more things left. And I'm gonna go in with this lip stain. So there are different lip stains. There are ones that you can peel, or there are ones that you can just apply and it just colors your lips when it dries. This is the colors it lips when it dries. Little goes a pretty long way, so I'm just gonna there we go. It tastes pretty gross, I can't lie, but that's fine. I'm using L'Oreal Paris I'm using L'Oreal Paris lip stain serum. I don't know what color, but I have it like this, and I'm just gonna kind of dab it. That's not working. It has a lot, so I'm just gonna scrape some off the top right there. And then I'm gonna keep going like on my Cupid's bow. I can't talk when I do this part, sorry. I'm gonna go over my Cupid's bow for fun. Okay. In the event where you put way too much on, like in this one, just use a piece of toilet paper or like a paper towel just to kind of take it off. So I'm just gonna, and there we go, that's perfect. So after that, I'm just gonna put on some Carmex. This stuff is great. I forgot that I had it. It was in my pockets of some jean shorts that I had in the spring, and I only wore them like last week. So I found them in the pocket. I put this over whatever lip stuff I have, and it just comes out like that. Ew. And then I just put it on my lips. Really, really simple. Because it's medicated, it like makes my mouth look healthy all the time, which is good. Now, the last and final thing that we have to do is put on highlighter. This is what makes you look shiny and like a disco ball. So we're gonna start with my Twilight eyeshadow palette. I have highlighter in here. It's this one right here. It can come in a powder, or it can come in like a stick, and you rub it. I don't know. I have it on my eyeshadow palette, so I don't need the stick. But put it. We're gonna go on 4 different target spots. Our Cupid's bow. It's there, I promise. Tip of our nose, bridge of our nose, and then our inner corners of our eye. Oh, that's not enough? Okay, let's go in with sparkly eyeshadow too. And we're just gonna use it as highlighter for the inside of our eyes because we love to look shiny. Boom. And then we're gonna go with an even sparklier eyeshadow with extremely expired makeup. And that's it. So this is a really simple routine. It's every day. It's really easy. None of my products were probably over like 11 bucks. So I think that it's really manageable. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks.